are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety.
As Sanders has it pumped free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football one-on-one here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big hits.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take it away. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And boy, that tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands. And just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
10 yards there, and an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling.
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken at the 18. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defenses.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 99 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that run we just saw, 99 yards, ties for the longest in NFL history.
How about that? Was that Tony Dorsett in Minnesota?
In 83
for Dallas?
On a Monday night, yeah.
And only 10 guys lined up on offense on that play.
How about that? And we just saw a record equalizer right there from 99 yards away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I wanted 99 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Camaro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what you did there. That was nice.
They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, beware, a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw. There they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll drop the throw. He'll bite, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Runs good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stuck just inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 27, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The throw right sideline here is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh, nah. It's taking on the
Picked
wall,
off at the 20.
bro.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will take him at the 29-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. The Wind's going to try and throw on 3rd. By the tight end Ertz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. So it's happening. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. It was somewhat of a strange 1st half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the 2nd half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he's got his man on the out route. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And again this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That would go for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3 toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just follow the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Now, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And now here's another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
See, I'm trying to hear you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll go down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a handoff looking right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Good job,
and now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got to pin back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They go play action action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that once he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
And they're looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out of it.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Saints, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With ice in my tennis, talking about cash, you know that I get it. Honey, man, chill, you know that I'm with it. Can't go speed, you chill like a beach. I see it, I'm buying, I'm mad at the team. I'm like a fake lead, pull up and show you like a lead. I'm showing you on the beach, like breach. I'm in the trash, sweating like a deep. Deep in the streets, I jump in the deep. I'm riding your bitch just for the week. You should have moved, you see the tweet. Gave it a boot, over she think. But the diamonds, they bust me up like a shoe. My niggas push up, we can hit up a skill. That nigga shoot like a full shoe. Get got my way, I'm feeling like Luke. I said much more like a fuck your sis. I hit it one time and then I forget. Shorty been checking what you again. They turn that nigga to a TV damn. I'm in the hood, I'm feeling like crazy. I'm I'm sipping on red. I'm sipping on red. Wrist, constant arm in the leg.